Rogers, 24th 9th 2017, and again we've got some fantastic images from many people showing the skies are being chemtrailed and this red haze again on the horizon. So it is just becoming more stranger as we go through the days, months and years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just check some charts, and then I'm going to show you some video footage from Mexico on the news media, and I will then show some webcam images. So please enjoy this video and take care. Okay, here is the EQ 3D network earthquake charts. September 24th 2017, and in front of you on the chart we've got the area of Mexico. Now Mexico has a lot of earthquakes, a lot of tremors that are happening right now. 5.5s, 5.4s. I mean, it is getting much stranger. Just not so long ago, the other day, they were hit by a 7.1. Now this is happening also around the world. 5.7s, 5.5s. I mean, look at this. 5.8s. I mean, everywhere now the earthquakes are building up around the earth. I mean, also as well, there's many parts of the world as well where they have got a huge build-up of earthquakes as well. I mean, over this area as well, you've got more and more earthquakes again. I mean, look over here. I mean, I've been tracking this, and I've been watching the earthquake activity. And also, I mean, look on this side as well, you've got 5.7s. I mean, over in the Solomon Islands as well, just down here, where I showed you before, you've got all this activity to the right hand side of the area of Australia. Look at this. Again, 5.4s, 6.4s, 5.6s. It is absolutely getting a lot more stranger by the day. I mean, look at all this as well that's coming through, 5.8s. I'm keeping track of this. It's very important because we really need to study everything. Everything is starting to build up now, isn't it? So again, we just got to continue. I'm going to now show you some footage from news media, what occurred in Mexico.
Windows should be there doing what they can, ready for this massive Es que para dónde corres.
And let me tell you, I was here in 1985 when that earthquake collapsed Mexico City. So we're, looking out for each other, all the neighbors, like, what should we do? Where should we stand? Because also, let me tell you that I live in an area in Mexico City that is considered one of the most dangerous ones, also with downtown Mexico City. This is an area next to the Angel of Independence for those who have been here. So it's, we are all in extreme alert.
So, Paulina, let me just be clear. When it struck, you were driving and then you pulled over and stood out in the streets. Where are you now? Have you been back to your apartment, which I understand is in a very old building? Have you been back to get a sense of whether there's any damage?
Yeah, I already checked the building and checked my apartment, and everything is fine here. I live in an old building. It's like 45 years old. But I know that security protocols were implemented by authorities already, so you can hear the helicopters and the ambulances and the police cars driving around this area.
Okay, now again, we just see a lot of strange things going on across the world, don't we? We see a lot of heavy earthquake activity, and also now the magnitudes are getting a lot stronger now, aren't they? So we just got to keep focused on what's happening. It really is important, as people still walk around with their mobile phones, looking down at TV media, believing those media lies, and it is, again, indeed, to wake people up. I'm going to show you another piece of footage from Mexico of a person that's in a hospital bed, and it's terrible, isn't it? It really is.
At 1:14 Tuesday afternoon, Martin Mendez, a locksmith, was replacing broken locks in an accounting office on the 4th floor of this building at Alvaro Obregón 286, when the world around him started to rumble.
When the earthquake struck, what did you hear cuando chocó el terremoto? ¿Qué oyó?
Hizo esto 2 o 3 veces.
So the building moved back and forth 2 or 3 times.
Como si fuera un caballo, brincó y
So they started jumping up and down like a horse.
When the shaking stopped, Martin found himself trapped with 3 women he'd never met before who worked in the office he was visiting.
¿Se podía mover? Could you move?
así, como gusano.
He said he could only move like a worm.
Estuvimos, ya nos calmamos.
He said they started getting very nervous because they were running out of air. He thought they were going to suffocate.
What came next would test every shred of perseverance they could muster. Diana Pacheco says they had no time to react and could hear the floors above crashing down.
What was it like when the earthquake struck? Cuando vino el terremoto, ¿cómo fue?
Pues fue muy rápido.
It all happened so fast, she says, we didn't have time to get out. In 5 or 6 seconds, the building collapsed. Diana says she reached for her phone and started sending these text messages to her husband. Love, the roof has fallen. We're trapped. I love you. I love you so much. We're on the 4th floor near the emergency exit. There are 4 of us. And then you can see a series of phone calls that wouldn't connect. That was enough to alert rescue workers that there were indeed people still alive inside this building, but the rescuers couldn't hear them.
El sonido fue horrible.
Diana says the sounds were horrible. She recorded this incredible video of the space where she was trapped. Massive sheets of concrete around them. They used cell phone lights to see the dust billowing around them. There was no escape, no way out. Martin and Diana and the 2 others talked to each other, soothing each other's fears, waiting for rescue workers to reach them. Martin's leg was broken. He sat there in excruciating pain.
What was going through your mind? ¿Qué estaba pensando en esos momentos?
Pues yo pensaba en Dios que nos oigan, que nos oigan, que nos oigan los rescatistas.
So I was talking to God and hoping that the rescuers would hear us.
As we talk, Martin opens his phone and shares with us a picture he took of himself while he was trapped. He hadn't seen it. The emotions overwhelm him.
Me imagino que usted pensó que no iba a salir vivo. I imagine that you believe there's no way you're getting out
¿Soy
alive.
honesto? Yo sí pensé que iba a salir vivo, te lo juro.
No me diga.
Yes, I did. I always believed I was going to get out alive, he says. Finally, after 17 hours, rescue workers pulled all 4 of them out alive.
So all these scratches came when he was pulled out.
Diana Pacheco and Martin Mendez are now recovering in the same hospital on the same floor, but haven't been able to see each other since they were rescued. They were brought together in an unexpected moment of horror and survived. And I teach him a phrase in English that he and his friends can share.
We made it. We made it. In inglés se dice, we made it.
It is absolutely crazy that a huge event could happen just at a short time and real surprise people, but in it so nice that people actually survive, and genuine people like that you just saw on the screen that's now going to reunite and spend the rest of their lives together. It's absolutely fantastic that we've got the power of God that is able to do that. Stronger, positive, fantastic. So we're going to go to other images as well. Okay, we've got some footage. Okay, this is a chart that basically goes through all the earthquakes that have occurred through the years. It's like a timeline, and you'll see the information on the screen, but it's interesting to see what has occurred through the number of years and the magnitudes of earthquakes. So please enjoy this. Okay, the first part of the video was just to give you an idea that these magnitudes, again, are getting much more intense. The build-up of earthquakes through the years as well is becoming a lot more of a higher magnitude. I just want to quickly show you this chart that goes through the early years right up to 2014 and onwards. But we don't get any information from after 2014. Let me show you this now, please. Okay, we've got a chart just here now, okay, and it is a huge problem because the magnitudes are climbing, aren't they, through the years. Look, we've got 1982 and it carries on right through. Now it hits at 2014, but it's quite hard to find a 2015 and 2016 and then so on. Now this is by thunderingheard.com. Now this company will give you information. Now it's just again letting you know that these magnitudes, okay, are climbing. They're getting much stronger. This is average from 10 years and it will be climbing much more. There's far too many earthquakes. There's far too much activity happening around the world right now, and again we just need to pass this information on because news media, weather channels, they just do not want to give any information out. Especially here in the UK as well, we're just not getting nothing. So again, it is actually carrying on, isn't it, till we get the truth. So I am now going to go to subscribers images. Okay, these first attachments are coming in from Billy from Carolina. Now you can again see, can't you, these are trees that are dying just underneath the bottom there, and you can also see those chemtrails, dark shadows. Now, what is interesting about these photographs, okay, that the sky is truly very, very dim. And as I talk through this as well, I've made another video up which will come up shortly that shows that there is a huge shadow in front of between us and the sun. The skies do dim, okay? Now, when I look at the solar charts, okay, I noticed from September, the month that we're in now, all the way to October, and then when we're touching November, we see Mercury pass in front of us and the sun. Now as Mercury transits past us, that is the time, October, November. But before now, as now, September, October, which we're at now, nothing should be there in front of the sun. Venus is at the backside of the sun, but we have now got these huge shadows, eclipses, that are now in front of our sun. Again, there is a problem, isn't there? There's a huge problem because we are seeing these other light sources on the horizons. Now please do check the solar charts right now and you will see there's nothing supposed to be there. Okay? Now, why is our skies dimming? Why are we seeing this white object? Why are we seeing so many chemtrails and HAARP clouds? Why is this happening? Why are they doing this? Because, I believe, is that we've got that huge celestial body that's in our solar system, Wormwood. A huge shadow that crosses our skies in the afternoon. So, thank you for this photograph. This kind friend, Bill, as well, showed this image as well. I mean, look again on the trees, the treetops, they're just dying. Again, dark skies. At between 12 p.m. till 3:30 p.m., the skies become darker. We've got hundreds of emails, photographs showing the same as what Bill's showing now on the screen. It is just becoming very strange. Earthquakes, other problems around the world. This isn't stopping, is it? It is not stopping. So, Bill, thank you for your images and thank you for your long page email. Okay, we've got another image coming in from Shia Skies. Now, this subscriber is stating as well that there was a huge reflection and a pink haze as here on this photograph. It does look very strange, doesn't it? Look at the shadow here to the right hand side and the shape of it as well, this pink reflection. Huge pink reflection. She also states that in her skies in Mexico she is seeing a very dark haze from between 12 p.m. right through to about 3:30, 4:45, she states on her email that the skies become darker, much dimmer than she's ever seen or witnessed before in her life. Now, this again proves to me that there is an object that's between us and the sun. We are in a binary system. Okay? That's my belief, and many of you on the channel that's listening believe this too. The government have hidden this for a long time, and it is important to check the charts. Add everything up. It is so important. Let me try other subscribers' images, and thank you as well, Sheer Sky, for this image, and God bless you. Okay, we've got another kind subscriber. This is Paula. Now, Paula has sent lots of photographs in, lots of images, and she is from Galveston. Now, please look at this, because the skies in the USA are being completely caked. Look at the state of the sky. Look at these lines again. This is again being produced by that HARP cloud. Now, HARP is on full power. We heard about this quite some years back, 2006. It came out, didn't it? It was leaked out to the public, and then it got hushed up. This is what they're good at. They bring things out, and then it gets shut again. They don't want anybody to know anything. Just like that report in 1990, and also with the 1983 report as well. Now, there is lots of things that are being hidden from the public, and we're here to try and come out with the information. So I'm going to play Paula's video. This is a 2-minute 24-second video, and I want you to see what their skies are like. It's absolutely dreadful what they're doing.
See the rainbow, the lovely peace.
Rogers, 24th 9th 2017, and again we've got some fantastic images from many people showing the skies are being chemtrailed and this red haze again on the horizon. So it is just becoming more stranger as we go through the days, months and years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just check some charts, and then I'm going to show you some video footage from Mexico on the news media, and I will then show some webcam images. So please enjoy this video. 5.8s. I mean, everywhere now the earthquakes are building up around the earth. I mean, also as well, there's many parts of the world as well where they have got a huge build-up of earthquakes as well. I mean, over this area as well, you've got more and more earthquakes again. I mean, look over here. I mean, I've been tracking this, and I've been watching the earthquake activity, and also, I mean, look on this side as well. You've got 5.7s. I mean, over in the Solomon Islands as well, just down here, where I showed you before, you've got all this.
Windows should be there doing what they can, ready for this massive
Es que para dónde corres.
Activity to the right hand side of the area of Australia. Look at this. Again, 5.4s, 6.4s, 5.6s. It is absolutely getting a lot more stranger by the day. I mean, look at all this as well that's coming through, 5.8s. I'm keeping track of this. It's very important because we really need to study everything. Everything is starting to build up now, isn't it? So again, we just got to continue. I'm going to now show you some footage from news media, what occurred in Mexico. And take care. Okay, here is the EQ 3D network earthquake charts. September 24th, 2017. And in front of you on the chart, we've got the area of Mexico. Now, Mexico has a lot of earthquakes, a lot of tremors that are happening right now. 5.5s, 5.4s. I mean, it is getting much stranger. Just not so long ago, the other day, they were hit by a 7.1. Now, this is happening also around the world. 5.7s, 5.5s. I mean, look at this.